Hi guys, it's James here from Meatster, and today we have a really interesting test in front of us. I have two different strip loins, both of which are from America. They're USDA, that's United States Department of Agriculture. I accidentally ordered some USDA Choice, if I'm honest. I wouldn't have purposefully ordered it. Choice is the second rung of the sort of USDA ladder. I'm keen to see, it was a fair bit cheaper. I'm keen to see what it tastes like. Is it really worth spending the extra on the Prime, or can you actually just really enjoy Choice? I've got no idea. I've only gone from what I've read. And also, normally you just aim to have the best quality that you can possibly get. But seeing as I have it here, I'm really intrigued. So we're just gonna cut a piece of each, and then we'll go ahead, cook them, and I think we'll do a little blind test here, see if I can even tell the difference. The one thing to say is both of these large pieces have been frozen for quite some time. You can see there's quite a lot of liquid that's come out as it's defrosted. Same with the Prime over here. So at least they've had both had equally sort of bad treatment. I really should have carried out this test when I got them fresh before I froze them, but hopefully we'll still be able to see what the difference is. Alright guys, I have decided to give the Choice, that's this one here, as much of a chance as possible. I basically cut this small, rather gnarly looking piece off the other one. But I'm more interested in how it tastes rather than how it looks. They both look appetizing, they smell great. So I'm really just keen to see if there really is much of a difference. So let's slice into this one first. This is, as I said, the USDA Choice strip. Cuts like a dream. Here we go. Wow. All right, great. So we've got a lovely medium there. Pink throughout, uniform color. Let's slice the Prime up, which, as I've said so many times, is currently my favorite beef, I think. Lovely. Here we go, and this is cooked a little bit rarer, but if I go to the thinner end, then we will get a similar cook to the other one. Yeah. This one has a lot more intramuscular fat, which is what you'd expect from Prime. I'm really concerned about the texture, the juiciness, and the flavor. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a blind test. I'm going to put one on each fork, and then my wife is going to jumble them up, and we'll find out for real if there's much of a difference. So one on each fork. Understandably, my wife doesn't want to be on camera, so I'm going to close my eyes, turn, and then I'll edit out the bit where she's in frame. Okay, right, I don't actually know where I'm looking, so... Oh. Oh, there's something on here. Okay, right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm not going to say anything until I've tried the other one. Here we go. Well, they were both delicious. I have to say, I'm a bit shocked they're very similar. I'm going to suggest that the second one I tried, which was, I think, on the list side, was a bit fattier, had a bit more depth of flavour. It was a bit more luxurious feeling. And let's see if I get pie on my face. Marie, which one was the USDA Prime?
The first one that you tried?
Yeah.
Or was that one?
Yes! Okay, yeah. There was a difference, not in flavour. Look, I mean, they've been cooked the same way, they both had the same salt, they both got a crust, but I've got this lingering depth of flavour in my mouth, which came from the second one. And as you bit into it, there was more sort of beef juice, oil, fat that came out in a good way. It was delicious. Coated your mouth, and then the flavour just kept going. Whereas from the first one, it sort of started with a great flavour and just didn't give that extra X factor that the USDA Prime has, which is that amazing marbling that gives it that grease. I was surprised initially how similar they were, but it wasn't an obvious thing as to why they were different. I suspect for a lot of people it wouldn't make much of a difference. But definitely there's something about that USDA Prime which in the end for me was relatively obvious, and that was just that as I took each bite, more and more sort of juice and flavour burst into my mouth, coated the inside of my mouth. And for me, anyway, I would eat this Prime if I'm, trying to show my friends how good beef can be, if I'm fancy a treat. But on the other hand, the choice was definitely still a great piece of beef. I would still put it up there in the bracket of interesting, good quality beef. Much better than you would get in a standard British supermarket, for example. It wasn't too dry, it wasn't lacking in flavour, it didn't have any odd flavours, it was still just sweet and delicious. So there we go. I didn't get egg all over my face. I think you would probably be able to tell the difference, and you can then decide for what reason you would use each one. But overall, I'm happy to say that Prime has deserved its name. It is stunning, and choice is actually still really fantastic. So whichever one you pick, you'll be happy with it. Anyway, if you want to see me try more blind taste tests, trying out more different types of beef, then please subscribe to the channel. It really helps. And if you give this video a thumbs up, that would be great. I really appreciate it. Comment down below, have you noticed much of a difference? What do you tend to eat over in the States? And just have a great week. Cheers.